My dad's ultimatum didn't go the way he expected. He called me last Tuesday saying we needed to talk. I should have known something was up because he literally never asks me over anymore. Not since he married Bridget 3 years ago. I got there around 7. Dad was at the kitchen table looking serious. No small talk. He said I needed to make a choice. Either start treating Bridget like real family and stop making her uncomfortable, or he was writing me out of the will. No more family dinners. No more calls. We'd be done. I was confused because I barely see Bridget. I show up to holidays, say hello, eat, and leave. Apparently that's the problem. She wants me to call her and ask her advice and treat her like a mom. I'm 26. My actual mom died when I was 19. I'm not looking for a replacement. Dad said I had until Sunday to decide. His lawyer already had the new will ready. I didn't need time. I laughed and said, okay, I choose out. He looked confused, so I explained. I'd closed on a house 4 months ago. 2 bedrooms, 30 minutes away. Been saving since college. My tech support job paid enough and I was careful with money. I hadn't told him because we barely talked and honestly I didn't think he'd care. I also said I'd been completely independent for over a year. My own car, insurance, everything. I didn't need his money and I definitely didn't need to fake a relationship with someone who didn't want me around anyway. His face went white. Started backtracking immediately. Said he didn't mean it like that. I told him too late and left. What I didn't know was Bridget had been standing in the hallway the whole time listening. The second I walked out, she came into the kitchen screaming. I heard it through the front door. Sat in my Corolla for a second and the yelling just kept getting louder. My uncle called 2 days later. My dad had called him Wednesday night absolutely tweaking. Turns out Dad had been lying to Bridget about me for 2 years. Told her he helped pay my rent every month. That I was financially dependent on him. That when he died, I'd inherit a fortune and she'd have to deal with me forever. Bridget deadass thought she'd married someone wealthy. My dad works logistics management. He's comfortable but not rich. Still has a mortgage. Normal retirement account. When she heard me say I owned a house and didn't need anything, that's when it clicked for her that he'd lied about everything. She started pulling out bank statements right there demanding to know where all his money was. Asked why she needed to work part-time at her friend's boutique if he was so stable. My dad tried to calm her down but she was not having it. Started talking about staying with her sister. Thursday my dad started blowing up my phone. I didn't answer. Friday he left 6 voicemails begging me to call back. Saturday morning he showed up at my house. I still don't know how he found my address but bro was determined. He knocked for 15 minutes straight. I finally opened the door because my neighbor was staring. He looked cooked, unshaved, wrinkled shirt, eyes all red. Started begging me to come talk to Bridget. Said she was threatening divorce. If I just told her I was joking about the house and really did need his help, she might calm down. I said no. He said I was ruining his marriage. I said he ruined it himself by lying to his wife and using me as a pawn. He wasn't sorry. He was scared. He stood on my porch for 10 more minutes, then finally left. Monday, Bridget showed up. Calm though. Too calm. Asked if we could talk. I let her in because low-key I was curious what she wanted. She asked me point blank if anything Dad said about helping me financially was true. I said no. She nodded like she already knew and asked if I'd signed something for her lawyer confirming I was independent. I asked why. She said she was divorcing him and needed proof he lied about his financial situation during the marriage. He'd made all these promises about their future based on money he didn't actually have. I signed it right there. She thanked me and left. 4 hours later my dad called me absolutely losing it. Said I just destroyed his marriage. That Bridget's lawyer was using my statement to prove fraud. That she was going to take everything. I hung up on him. Wednesday, Bridget's Mercedes was gone from their driveway. My uncle said she moved in with her sister. Thursday, my dad showed up at my work. Security had to escort him out because he wouldn't leave the parking lot. He kept yelling that I needed to fix this. My coworkers were looking at me crazy. Friday, her lawyer served him papers. My uncle said Dad called him literally crying. The divorce filing cited financial misrepresentation. Bridget wants half of everything including the house because he inflated his assets to convince her to marry him.